ia whataula ma whatai mo ngawao o pa ia whaofofunga tā Samoa. O le ata oto fo ila whala o mamafa o pa ia mo sa e meise o mamalu I lau whaafonga tā po I mai tutuila ma manua. O pa ia wha le tala lelei, o pa ia wha le atunuu, o pa ia fo I wha le malo I la anu watu, la le o I lawas wha mtalanga lau ona, ne I whai mo mātou lape le ne yaso. Ua soli tuina o lo tu pa ia, ma lo tu mamalu ne tu la, ono o le wha moe fo I ina ia, a wina atu se fe au, a o sa launga sua ma sapsapai fo I, o sui tau wā ma kovana ma lutena kovana, I le sunga iai Iaulualo Tapaau. Ua mātou whaatasi ne yaso, tau mwhai fo'i ia se manatu, tau mwhai fo'i se wheau, ina ia tau sina mai fo'i, ia lau pālota tō mai a lau pule, ina ia pālota mo Iaulualo Tapaau, I le pālotanga o lo manei. Greetings and salutations to all our viewers. We're very happy to be here today so that we can deliver a quick message and shout out as to why we decided to support and back the candidates for Governor and Lieutenant Governor, Iaulualo and Tapaau in the upcoming election. Ono tulama tātou taimi, o le apapa aveloa I le nefa talanoanga, mai o taloelo filungia tātou awhia. Ia, o le a tau mawhai e nefa talanoanga I le ngangana Samoa ma Whaperetania. Danny, we're gonna get right into it. I know a lot of our viewers, and not just our youth, but also the parents and the general public are wondering why we're taking a stand to back and support candidates, gubernatorial candidates, Iaulualo and Tapaau. So before you get into that, why don't you introduce yourself and then answer that very important question. Why are you voting for Ia and Tapaau?
Talofa, my name is Danielle Pualau. I am a registered nurse here in the territory, and I am a mother of 2 beautiful girls. The reason, I think that when I tell people that I'm voting for Iaulualo and Tapaau, one of the first things they say to me is, who are they? And why am I voting for them? And I respond by saying they're very well-educated men. They're very, for example, Iaulualo has his master's in public administration, and Tapaau, Dr. Dan Anga, has his doctorate in public administration and also a master's in education. So they're very well-educated men. They are also have long time service within our government, and their service is broad. In different areas, for example, finance, education, social services, and as well as health promotion. So the reason I am voting for them is because I feel confident in their education and their experience, and I believe in their vision. One of the first meetings that I attended, they had laid out their plan, and they had evidence and specifics on how they're going to meet the things that they say. So I fully believe in their vision, and I truly believe that they're the right candidate for American Samoa.
Thank you for that. And I do agree with you. Part of the reason why I support the candidates too is the credentials that they hold. It's important to have leaders with the appropriate educational background and experience to lead our people into a better future for all of us. Yeah, so no, yeah, so no read that.
Talofa, olo ingo Rainette, Noah Harmon. Yeah, I faya to foisi na faasoa e ala ile fasili oi. Ese tawa le fasili lewa tula imai be ai sea o la fasima fo anga e palo tai mo Iaulualo Tapaau. Olo ne tangata o ta tonua au o ne tama o wa lava le anga paa o lava le tomai o loa foi tau sanga tau tual fenga malo ele ngata e America Samoa e fa pe foi atu no I fafo o lava le tomai ma taleni ese a watu o ia ele atua e mawhai e la ua ona tai tatou whainga malo, ai mai se lava taimi nei, taimi whainga tā. E mana o mia lava e tātou, mi tai malolosi, tai anga waa, tai lava le tō wha. Ina e mawhai ona whafoe le sao tātou ma whainga malo, ona pe ona tātou e ne vai taimi. Wa le toi whainga o fie leo langa, wa walu I luma ai ua amata foi ona whainga tā. Tātou te le manao la e a mai I tai e le o saunia. O le ala e whaaleo atu ai e te au lawa ia mala o pālota. O le mafuanga le nā o te sapai ai o I Iaulualo Tapaau.
Whaafitai lewa mo te whaasoa. Vai taimi whapene e tele en tātou longo ai I telo sui tau wā ia o whaamalau mai me tau tō ai pe a whaamanueina I tofi ko wana malutena ko wana. Ai e tā ua fo ilo tō nofo mana malama mai sila fia I ni platforms fo ia autu sini autu o lo mata I tū ai ia le sui tau wā le sui tau wā o le mea lea. E tā ua tātou o I tūlanga lea mo sui tau wā leo I Iaulualo Tapaau. Danny, some of the platforms that we're starting to roll out for the public to see, especially on our Facebook page, includes economic development. And I know that that's one of the main reasons why we've decided to take a stand and support this gubernatorial candidate because of the plan that they have in place. Why don't you share with our viewers what that's about?
Economic development and diversifying the economy is the foundation of their platform. It's so important, especially like Reynette had said, in times like these, where we're so blessed here in American Samoa, we don't have COVID-19. We aren't facing that, although we're preparing, it's not one of the struggles we're feeling. But in the United States, you know, there's a lot of loss of life. There's a lot of economic struggles that have happened there. And a lot of the money that is earmarked for American Samoa, you know, we don't know what will happen. We don't know if that's a guarantee. So it's so important that the leaders that take on the government this next term is able to be fiscally responsible. And I think that for Iaulualo, his experience off-island with these Fortune 500 companies, he was a vice president, an assistant vice president, and then here on island, his experience with our own financial responsibility he was development bank, he was the vice president, he was deputy director for Treasury. He also holds the current, his current position as CEO of the retirement fund, and all of that is shows his experience in finance and his ability to make sound decisions for our economy. And then also with Tapaau, like his role as land grant, the director of land grant, he was able to bring that $2 million health center there, and just being able to not only get the funding, but be able to use it wisely, you know, and put in that great project for ASCC. So I think that's where their experience lies.
I agree, and Danielle brought up a very good point about fiscal responsibility. Many times we read in the paper and hear of a lot of the grants, a lot of federal funding poured into our territory, but we don't necessarily know what comes out of or what happens next after that. There is an issue with accountability and transparency. We barely see those funding come into fruition on developing the economy. I know that most of the reason why a lot of governments, not just ourselves, face these hardships with high deficit and debt in government is because there is a lack of financial or fiscal control and financial responsibility. We need financial stability, but before we can get that there to support moving towards in the future in the right direction, We need sound leaders with solid background in financing so that we can make well-informed decisions on how to better appropriate funding and money, how to do better spending. We also need to take a look at budget framework and need to cut down on deficit. How do we do that from this point out? It's really difficult to impose taxes on top of more taxes in moving forward. And that's one of the key goals that this gubernatorial team is looking into. We cannot afford to tax any more of our daily livelihood. And so we need financial advisors, and their experience and track record has proven that they're able to do that. We need people with finance background that can propose new developments that can generate revenues on top of what we have now. We cannot continue to go in circle and continue to impose taxes to raise revenue for our government. Our workforce is already in an influx. That's probably one of our biggest expenditures right now is our payroll for the whole government. And so this is a very important item to consider, and that's a key area that this team is really focused on.
So I know Danny touched bases on some of the important key ile platform ay Iaulualo Tapaau. Olesi le meta wala ba ya Iaulualo Tapaau. Oleva ai mo le numana. Pe lava na tatuta no nei temi wa pe wa fasau lava le ofo o le mele mo fai na fai o le mele mo fai na fai o le atina eina o le tamau ainga o le sile mea bitosili ona tawa, because if we look at it, this is one question that I know every person will ask, okay, what's in it for me? You know, o le ale le benefits wa umala ainga mala whanau so o le sila lea ba ai mamau ai Iaulualo Tapaau o tupulanga talavo. O le tele tatu tupulanga e fa umali high school e umaloa o le fafo. A lea lava tatu fa alongo e ala o le toi fo i man whanau o nei le ninga luenga. O le si lea ba ai mamau ai Iaulualo Tapaau o le si fo i lea a wivi o le la platform ia fausia ngaluenga e mawhai e alum whanau o na nofo lava matia le tamau ainga le tona miksa mua. E mana o mia fwoi tātou o na o leo tātou ka ai te lea whanau o i whafu. O na e sa o le lei e le o lava ngaluenga. Au lesi le na wa ai mamau ai Iaulualo Tapaau wa iai au wala wa a mata o na ngalue ai na ua. E au maia manuia ia au maia ngaluenga ia ina ia mawhai e alum whanau Amerika Samoa. O na nofo matia e la le tatou tamau ainga le malwhainga maloa tutuila mamanua se popopo tuna.
Maftaya mulfasoa. Would you like to add on the economic development plan that we have in place right now?
Yeah, so Rainette brought up a really great point about economic development, and just going back to the Hawaii cable. I know that's such an important asset that we have on island, and there's a lot of people that worked hard to bring that here, and Iaulualo was one of them, and it was through his the retirement fund and investing that came about. But more importantly is what happened with it, what he was able to do. So 200 gigabytes is great, it's absolutely great, but if we cannot take it further to be able to do something with it, then that's what we need to look into. And so from this, Iaulualo took his team and went to the Silicon Valley and met with a lot of these corporations like Google, like similar to these type of organizations, and he was able to determine the best way to utilize this asset that we have. We have the infrastructure. We just need to know what to do with it. And from that, he learned about data centers And data centers is $1 billion industry. And we have the ability to have that here, and it would create thousands of jobs. And then from that, we could be able to offer the 2,000 graduates that we have out of high school something better paying jobs. And this could really benefit our economy in the sense that it could go into the many areas that we need it, like education and healthcare. But before we go into that, one of the key things that he did was to bring training. With training creates jobs. And I was fortunate to be able to participate in the American Samoa STEM program that happened last year, where as a nurse, I had not been exposed to this, but it was such a eye-opening experience, all of the possibilities. And one of the key things at a youth meeting that we had that both Iaulualo and Tapaau had stressed was that our youth, they believe in our youth, in the ability for young adults, if they receive the right training, even if it was beginning in high school, to develop the type of tools and skills that they could use, the potential is boundless. They truly believe that with a lot of the technological, for example, like Scratch was one of the programs that was brought, which helps you to like build games, build screensavers, and then Java code, the semester with the Java. Once you complete that course, you can test out for that certification, and that is used in Android phones. And Iaulualo and Tapaau both agree that the creativity of our young adults, to be able to build a lot of the apps and a lot of the different type of things that is available.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. It's very important that our youth and our whole territory be on board in the digital era. Either we're on board or we get left behind, and that's the last thing we need. We need to put technology to use and for our benefit, okay, to our benefit. And now, on top of that, we need a sound plan, educational plan, and that can support this economic platform that we've already rolled out. And it's important to point out that that's one of the key aspects of this campaign trail as well. Raynette is a teacher, and I think it's important to hear from and get a teacher's perspective on where we stand with campaign trail.
O awi mita ua lava o le platform mai Iaulualo ma Tapaau o le ofisa wa onga po awa onga whanau ona ele o po lava ele I sesi po tamati na matua e o lava I whanau ia le lava o resources if atino inga luenga whaia onga ele ngate whaia onga ia al whanau foi Ile vaitemi ne utato iai, le COVID-19. E whaftai e lava lo wa uia tangata e pei fwere na tano atu ia Teru Madani. Ile Hawaii ki cable, ona o le au ngā, o le wifi le wa maua tato. Wa mawhai whanau on whaatino mai mea o ngai whale. Ai, o le ase tato ngai o ingai whai pe ana whapea e lea. O le tasile na au na ngā ai Iaulualo Tapaau. Ele whapela na se vaenga o le tunu ua ngai. Le ai o le tunu atoa e mawhai fo ila ana tato wa ai e tonu wawa o ngal whanau. O le tasina mea teru e need lava e loa au e close fo ia ia la ua because Tapaau was an educator, o le loa tau sanga o whaia unga. E o fo e la tarata fo ila le mta o pule ia te ia. O le vaenga fo le na tama ia. Wa need ona toe whaleleia o mawhasusuani whaia onga. Ina ia mawhai ona whaatino nga luenga, ina ia le lei le awa o ina o whanau a tatou atunu.
Whaaftaia ua net, o ta ua ia le awhianga o le COVID-19 ma le iwa I meta ua o onga. Ai ese fo ile ta ua ona whaelo atu te mini, ia le platform foi pole se tasi sini au tu o le healthcare tu langa soi fo maloloina pe ia ona mai tawina i le nei vai taimi le fai ngofi ia ua no futanga tai fale o mau ile ava no le ngata mafuta ainga au fa tau ai fo ile le ono soi fo maloloina tela taimi tatu te fa longo lava i fai tionga tanga te fa tau il fan mai le OBJ e fa le tonu le tau tumla o nanga ai e fo il vai ngolo o misi ai tatu tele ona le mau mai tau atu tangata ia o le tu tau prevention and for ia lea o fa mai ai le i o atu ia afianga silia tonu faingata ia mai o se tulanga fa le tonu ia tatu tangata no healthcare is a very important issue for this platform. Iaulualo Tapaau acknowledges that prevention is key to a lot of the hardships and difficulties that we're facing right now. We are bombarding LBJ and unfortunately they're taking the wrath on most of these things, but we seem to lack prevention and preventative measures that we need to take as a government. We need to step that up. Their whole goal and platform for their entire administration, if they are elected, is more of a comprehensive approach that ties into one another, building the economy. When it comes to prevention on the healthcare side, we have to go into the education portion of the platform, of the campaign. Once we educate, once we educate not only our students, but also the general public with parents, we get into teaching the importance of nutrition, proper dieting, as well as exercise. Then we start to diminish non-communicable diseases that we're currently facing. That's a real epidemic that we face as a country. Once we support that once we get that into the education system, look at our school lunch program. We're already doing it now. We have taken, the current stance now is we buy local, get local veggies. What is that doing? It's boosting the economy in that we're supporting local and we're helping our farmers and our agriculture industry in that sense. So everything ties in to this whole plan, and that's one of the main reasons why I'm in support of this gubernatorial team as well. Because of our time, Danny, I think we'll start to wrap up with our platforms and some of the reasons that really stand out as to why we're supporting this team.
I think that I just want to go back to a couple of things that I think are key. Part of the education is the digital divide. With the 200 gigabytes of that we have, the infrastructure, their goal is to have internet access to all families. They want to start by, developing computer labs in some of the ASG facilities for after-hour mentor programs where the honor students can help, some of their classmate counterparts and get that community service. Also, just building another library. And these are the kind of things, these programs that help our students with, one of the former ones was PISED. And again, all of this is related because when we start these trainings in schools like health literacy, we build our children for success in health, for success in education programs. They also believe that our youth is able to take on the workforce of the healthcare system if they're given the right courses. So beginning nursing or basic medical from with health literacy and education in elementary, building onto health courses in high schools, and then helping them to have a better chance at being successful in different areas, and then also giving the programs funding for ASCC to be able to train locally. I think that's their overall goal, and I think that's why it's so important for the youth to see their whole entire plan in entirety, because there is a flow. There's a reason they start with economy and it goes straight into all these different areas, and you can see how intricate their plan is in the success and their goal to improve all the lives of all the families in American Samoa. And I think that's a really important thing to take away, that they recognize one of the biggest things, like substance abuse, needs a complete overall, there's for substance abuse. Part of that training needs to go back into schools, like DARE, education, but it also needs a culturally sensitive approach. You know, culture can be a part of the problem, but it also can be a more powerful part of the solution. And these are the kinds of things that, the discussions that we have in youth groups, and I know that a lot of these issues are important to the youth, and that's why I feel it's very important that the youth look at the issues, not just the the distractions. Because when it comes down, like somebody can give you something immediately, whether it's like a T-shirt or you know, food, but that ends. It's the long-term effects that we really need to take a look at, because they recognize that the young adults are going to inherit the debt. Every government has debt, but if we don't have a right plan, that is going to fall on us. So I think that's my takeaway for the young adult voters, is to really take a step back and look at the issues and the plans, and decide for yourself what's more important.
Thank you for that. That's a very important note, and we're going to end on that note by saying that you need to make a well-informed decision before you cast that ballot in the upcoming election. E tāua lo soifua lo nofo malamalama me nofo uta I tūlanga umar whaatinonga ma le whaatautainga o whainga mālo I le alu anga I luma ma luma nai. Ai maise le awhianga lo iai o tau tupulanga. Ia, tupulanga o Amerika Samoa, ai maise ia mamalu o topa ia mo topa malo lo o whaafonga tāpua I mai fo I le nei tūla. O nei mo tunga awhana. I se taimi o na tau sila fo I le nisio o sini au tu e whaailoa atu lungo le page I le penga te whailangi on the Facebook page. We will be continuously rolling out our platforms for Iaulualo and Tapaau. So make sure to follow our page on Facebook, Iaulualo Tapaau 2020, because then there we'll go more in depth and in detail on the various platforms. And unfortunately, because of our time, we're not able to touch on some other important topics of discussion. But we know that we have a good youth population here in American Samoa that will make the right decision when casting that ballot. You know, there's a study that was made out of Harvard that says that the youth care about the future, but are concerned that the current state of our institutions and our politics are not sufficient to meet our nation's challenge. And I feel that is the same case here in American Samoa, but we trust in our youth, and we like to, we put our faith in our youth that they will make the right decision this coming election so that we can build a better framework of government, and we can work together to do that, okay? And we're going to end on that note. Ya whaftaitele I lau whasausaunga Amerika Samoa. Ya o se upu fo'i o sala pe pa o papa I lau whaafonga malu le vai. Ya la fo'i e nu le aina pe o na upu. Ai manu te leina lau au sa ilinga tofi I le palotanga o lo manei manu te le lau whasausaunga.